Excuse my extremely early French, and I already know future me, which is probably me in about like 15 minutes or so, is gonna be mad as but this means something to me, man. I gotta cut those, bro. Oh my god, there is nothing worse than having to be at work and seeing that they actually did reveal early, because I was under the impression, I didn't fully understand what was going on with D23. I thought that anything that they were going to showcase for Kingdom Hearts, anything new, was going to be during the Kingdom Hearts panel on Saturday, tomorrow. Right now it is prime midnight, right? Now it's August 15th. And they dropped two major things, right? Two major pieces of Kingdom Hearts news. The other thing we'll talk about in another video in just a second. Like, I will get there in just a second. And by just a second, I mean in a different video. We'll focus on that in of itself in a minute. But right now, we need to talk in depth about this trailer a little bit, because this is genuinely incredible. Now, let me say something. I was completely wrong. I'm not mad to be wrong, right? I fully suspected that Coco was going to be a world, because, I mean, anybody who's played Kingdom Hearts up to this point fully anticipated for Coco to be like a perfect world for Kingdom Hearts 4, right? This was no mystery to anyone, because the themes of Coco, the themes of this world are perfect for this very specific situation that Sora is in currently, right? This whole, quadratum and, the implications of like death and stuff like that, or the afterlife, and what that means for Quadratum, what that means for Sora, and all the other Keyblade wielders that are very much present here, as we've seen with Strelitzia, Sigurd, and stuff like that. So this world is absolutely immaculate, like perfect for Kingdom Hearts. Like, it just makes way too much sense, and it blends more immaculately than I could have ever imagined, right? Because here's the thing, right? We had seen nothing Disney up to this point for the last 4 years, right? We had seen that first trailer, it was all Shibuya, right? Obviously, we got that little snippet of Donald and Goofy and, stuff like that. And then we had seen this more recent trailer, again, of Shibuya, them battling it out with the dark side in Shibuya and stuff like that. And that's cool, that's dandy. We got a glimpse of Luke Sword and Sigurd and Strelitzia again, and everybody again, you know what I'm saying? So we'd gotten little glimpses here and there of what's going on. But now it is free reign, baby. Like, as we had completely anticipated beforehand, like we had shown or talked about earlier this week, there was no chance in hell that we wouldn't get a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, and it wouldn't be the first showcase for a Disney World. And the fact that it was Coco, honestly, absolutely perfect. I was more shocked about the fact that, because they did reveal that Incredibles 3 is a thing, I didn't pay too much attention to like any release dates or anything, like any major information on that, because I'm simply too distracted with the Kingdom Hearts stuff right now to care about that. But like, with the Incredibles 3 announcement, that's one of those things that I anticipated. I guessed that Incredibles was going to be one of the worlds that we might be seeing in Kingdom Hearts 3 or 4, right? Because of Incredibles 3. I thought that because of, the Spider-Man hype and, Beyond the Spider-Verse next year and stuff like that, I kind of figured that we might see some kind of Marvel or Spider-Man integration or something like that first, you know what I'm saying? Zootopia being successful, whatever. I just kind of anticipated pretty much anything else being the first major reveal for now. I knew that Coco was going to be a world. I just didn't think it would be the first world to be revealed. But I'm more than happy that that does so happen to be the fact. And that is a beautiful, beautiful looking world. Sora looks great in his fit. The makeup looks phenomenal on him. The Keyblade transforming into the guitar slash hoverboard, whatever was going on there, that we were able to ride that sucker while fighting a Heartless or whatever we're battling against in that area. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a very long time since I've seen Coco. I'm definitely gonna rewatch that movie soon just to get an idea of what we're going to be experiencing in that world, so I'm really excited to be able to do that now. But just all of the little bits and bobs and pieces that we've seen so far of the Coco world looks absolutely stunning, right? The Heartless are back in full force, the shadows themselves are just kind of roaming around and stuff like that. It does look like, in Kingdom Hearts fashion, it's going to be the general plot of Coco, but now Sora is present, right? And what's crazy is that it is, so far, just Sora. Like, obviously, you team up with Miguel and I believe, what's the is it the uncle? Hector? I'm so sorry. Again, it's been so long since I've seen Coco, so feel free to correct me on that. But, the uncle or the grandfather, whatever his name is. But the fact that we are here is very, very telling about, the themes that we're going to be dealing with, the real themes of like death and, the thought of like being forgotten and stuff like that. And, it plays into Kingdom Hearts themes, generally speaking, very, very nicely because, heart is where the home is, and you're never, the whole idea here is that you are never truly forgotten as long as somebody remembers you, and that is like one of the major themes from what I remember of Coco 2. But obviously that bleeds right into Kingdom Hearts, like it fits like a glove, you know what I'm saying? So that's incredible. But like I was starting to say before I started going on a tangent there, is that it does appear to be only Sora this time around, right? Now we did get a glimpse of Donald and Goofy, right? And obviously, they're back in the realm of light, the proper realm that Kingdom Hearts is known for. They are on the hunt to really, try and get in touch with Sora, or to figure out how to get to Quadratum, to get to Sora, or to save him, generally speaking, by going to the first place that they would think of when, somebody, quote unquote, passes away, which is to Hades. Because when somebody passes, obviously, the Lord of the Dead might have an idea of how to contact said person, right? And Hades has had major roles throughout Kingdom Hearts up to this point, and it's very clear that so happens to be the case now, right? So it's incredible that we do see, Donald and Goofy finally interacting directly with Hades. Like, we had known it was Hades since that very first little glimpse of that trailer back in 2022 when they got stopped and flames lit up around them, right? So we knew that they were going to go talk to Hades. So it's really great that we finally get to see that cutscene in action, and that Hades is confirming, like, yeah, no, I don't know where your boy is. Like, sorry, sucks, you know what I'm saying? But, again, in perfect Hades fashion, that's beautiful. And now, we also got to talk about the second part of the trailer, like the last quarter of the trailer, right? Of, them being back in Shibuya. I do really fully believe that Shibuya is going to be our major hub this time around. Like I've been questioning for a minute now, I think it's going to be a different method of like traversal between the worlds and stuff like that. It's not going to be a gummy ship situation in which we're floating, casually from world to world utilizing a ship. It's going to be like portals that are going to be opening up probably from Shibuya or something like that. That is the only way I could think about this, right? Based on what they showcased to us in like, the little snippets that we had seen in Missing Link and stuff like that. It's probably going to be like that machine that they use. It's probably going to be something in relation to that that's going to help us get to these other worlds, right? So that's how Sora's going to get to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so funny to see that, but it's like, it's very, very interesting. But, we go back to Shibuya during a different time of the day, and we are with Strelitzia and, oh my god, I forgot his name. The one with the mask. Oh my god, he was from Dark Road. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking right now. It's midnight, and I don't feel like looking anything up. I'll talk more properly about everything soon enough. For sure, like, we'll do a more proper, like, discussion on a lot of different things soon enough. But it's just so incredibly exciting to see him interacting with these characters from Union Cross and Dark Road that we never thought we would really, see again. But it makes sense that they would end up in Quadratum, right? This is where, the lost souls, the ones that passed on are residing, and it makes sense that Sora utilizing the power of waking, overusing that to the point where his life force faded or whatever, he's now here with them, and that's great that he is essentially working alongside those two, Strelitzia, the other one, and Sigurd, right? So that's really incredible. That's really incredible that we get to see them. Obviously, he's having a hard time, being there, like maybe, I imagine that little fainting scene it might be a little soon. I imagine, my thought process is that probably happens a lot sooner than we think into the game, right? Like, I imagine he's probably still waking up and he's still a little dazed, he's overutilizing and overstressing his body and his power because he's still waking up after his, week or so in Quadratum because of his overuse of the power of waking, so he's kind of like readjusting and stuff like that. That's what I imagine that is, But who knows? It could be something a little more dramatic because, you know, they implied here that he's missing his friend so bad that he can't even stand it. You know what I'm saying? And that makes sense for Sora. You know, that's how he's always operated. But we're now in a situation where he is operating alone, and I feel like that's going to be a major thing for him, right? He doesn't have Donald and Goofy this time, or at the very least, he's not going to have them for the first half of the game, or for a good chunk of it, I imagine. Maybe not any of it, you know? But I don't know. It's kind of strange that there's a little bit of like miscommunication, because Donald and Goofy are down there talking to Hades, but like Riku, as we know, should be going to or getting to Quadratum relatively soon, based on the fact that they found that portal. Him, Kairi, Fairy Godmother, you know, they were led to that portal so that Riku could get there. So I imagine, you know, Kairi's primary mission maybe would be to inform Donald and Goofy about that, and that's probably how they'll end up meeting up with Sora, but who knows, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with all that. But the most important thing about all of this is the fact that we have a late 2027 release date, brother. God damn. Which means that by this time next year, we're going to know probably way too much about Kingdom Hearts 4. We're probably going to have, let me just say something. There is a non-zero chance that we get another trailer after the major showcase and panel, the recap panel, on the 15th, later today. This video is going up immediately. Like, as soon as I finish this, it's midnight right now. I don't care. I'm putting this up at 1 a.m. I don't give a goddamn. And same with the video that's coming up right after it. That's gonna go up. You know what I'll do? I'll put that one up at like 5 a.m. or something. You know what I'm saying? Because we just need to talk about all of this before, you know, there is an opportunity for them to screw me over and drop another major trailer tomorrow. Right? Because they're gonna, the panel starts at like 4:30, whatever. Anyway, Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out late 2027, right? And, you know, people are a little skeptical about that. But I'm not at all, because you got to think about this, right? This game has been under complete silence and wraps for 4 straight years. 4 straight years. No distractions, completely locked in. Probably got all of the rights and everything that they needed to utilize whatever worlds they needed. And the fact that, again, like I said in one of my last videos, the fact that this trailer was in English means that this game is basically done. Like, this was our first English trailer. We have not had a single English trailer up until this point. We finally hear Haley Joel Osment. We finally hear English voice acting. Donald, Goofy, Mickey, Hades. Well, we didn't get much Strelitzia, but all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our first English trailer, and that means that this game is so close to us now, it's not even funny, bro. So we were looking at a very realistic timeline. It sounded crazy at first, right? It sounded like we were huffing crazy copium when we were saying, like, you know, the way that they're going about it now, it wasn't hard to believe a late 2027, early 2028 release. Even with Final Fantasy VII Revelations coming out mid 2027, it didn't seem all that crazy that the fact that they showcased that last trailer meant that we were probably going to start up the marketing phase very, very soon. And sure enough, we got this trailer today, and an English trailer at that, giving us a release window for the first time, and that is incredible, baby. So yeah, that's just insane to me that we, by this time next year, it's probably gonna be like a major holiday release, and that's more than fine by me. Like, it's almost impossible to believe how close this game is now. Like, 2027, yeah, like a year is a long time, sure, but like, that's not that bad at all, right? So, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited, and this is looking great. If they could give us one more trailer at D23, I think I'll be even more than satisfied. Like, maybe I'm just being a little greedy right now, but I think it's fair. I think it's fair to be greedy given the fact that we went no time at all with no trailers, nothing, just no updates, canceled game, just complete utter silence from the team, nothing, nada. I think it's fair to be a little bit greedy and hope that we get another trailer at this next panel, regardless of the recap BS, right? Because, you know, I'm not, there's no point for me to pay attention to the recap because I know this series. Like, every single game is a recap. Every intro in the series is a recap, and I played through the series multiple times as is. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know, recap, cool. This is more for the people that are, they're trying to, you know, ease into the idea of playing Kingdom Hearts, especially, again, with the Switch 2 edition of the entirety of the franchise coming in October. So, you know, they want to make sure that everybody's prepped for that, and by hyping them up with, you know, familiar faces coming to Kingdom Hearts. And Coco was a great start, but man, if they're smart, you know what I'm saying? That new Doomsday trailer popped off. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch that after I finish recording these videos. But that new Doomsday trailer popped off. Oh my god. If we get a Marvel trailer, it's raps, big dog. It's raps, man. So that's where my head is at right now. I just needed to yap for a little bit because unfortunately I missed my chance to do like a reaction because of course I was at work. I didn't have a chance to do it. I'm sick. But it's okay because I'm happy that I got a chance to talk about it. It looks beautiful. I'm over the moon right now. But yeah. That being said, I need to go get some water, get this edited, ready to go, and then we're gonna go talk about the Kingdom Hearts animated series that's coming. Right. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So with that being said, pass the mic to you. What are you guys thinking? Are you guys excited for Kingdom Hearts 4? Does the Coco world look great? Are you excited as hell for the fact that we actually do have a realistic release window in which we might actually be receiving this game late next year, and that's an incredible thing to you? Or you're on the opposing side, you don't care, you're just maybe here to see reactions or whatever. I don't even know. I really don't know what you're doing here. You're not excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. But regardless, that's it for me. I'm out of here. So dude, I forgot my outro. It's so late. Oh my gosh. I'm just tired. I just got home from work. Oh my god. Anyway, do me the good favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So thanks again. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the good favor of taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.